one is called Walton County Blues. And like all soldiers, this is a song about the widow of a soldier reading the letter that he wrote when he didn't come back from war.
Do not wait, my darling, do not spend the time hiding in the shadows at the end of the line. Do not chase your fears, do not hide your tears. Walk down to the waterside, throw petals in the waves, pick from the flowers newly planted in my grave. And as they drift to sea, turn your head and smile. And as you walk away, keep your head held high. Do not stand at my grave and wait. I'm not there, I do not sleep. Do not stand at my grave and wait. I'm not there, I do not sleep. And though they say love hurts, it's only time it feels. And though they say love hurts, it's really war that kills. Find someone new to love, make sure that they stay true, and give our children love, and they'll give love to you. And when they get older and ask about their dad, you can tell them all about the strength of love we had, about his belief in peace and all that it means, that he fought for hope, not glory, and that he fought for dreams. And say they draped my coffin in the red, white, and blue, and tell them how you felt when they gave that flag to you, and teach them war is wrong, but love is always strong. And teach them war is wrong, but love is always strong. Do not stand at my grave and wait. I'm not there, I do not sleep. Do not stand at my grave and wait. I'm not there, I do not sleep. And though they say love hurts, it's only time it fills. And though they say love hurts, it's really war. It's really war that kills.
Wow, thank you. Yeah, thank you. So I tend to write songs about, I'm a country singer-songwriter. So country music is like trailers, mobile homes, dogs, divorces, death, loss. This is a song about all of that. Rain from Cincinnati down to Harlan County. The sun, it was hidden deep in the winter sky, leaving all those spaces where a man could sigh. And I drove home from Cincy. I was sitting on my own, headed for a place that we once had called home. But the trailer, when I got back, had no sign of her, just lipstick on the mirror saying I once was here. Nothing left for me to do but drink a goodbye beer. Nothing left for me to do but drink a goodbye beer. I never knew I loved her till she left forevermore. I never knew how much I cared till I was lying on the floor. I never knew I loved her till she left forevermore. I never knew how much I cared till I was lying on the floor. She had once told me I spent too many years sitting on bar stools, coming home to tears. I never paid attention like I knew I should. Never did the simple things like I knew I could. And I don't know how I missed the tangles in her hair, or those sunken cheeks and the weight that wasn't there. I never knew I loved her till she left forevermore. I never knew how much I cared till I was lying on the floor. No, I never knew I loved her till she left forevermore. I never knew how much I cared till I was lying on the floor. We had conversations about love and hope and peace, but never did we talk about her illness or her grace, or how the smile she always wore never left her face. And I would sit and wonder why it took her, not me, when I was drinking bourbon and she was being sweet. And I would lie right next to her to hear the beating of her heart. And I would think about our lives as they fell apart. Yeah, I would lie right next to her to hear the beating of her heart. And I would lie right next to her as our lives they fell apart. I never knew I loved her till she left forevermore. I never knew how much I cared till I was crying on the floor. No, I never knew I loved her till she left forevermore. I never knew how much I cared till I was crying on the floor.
It rained from Cincinnati down to Harlan County. The sun, it was hidden deep in the winter sky, leaving all those spaces where a man could sigh.
Why, thank you. So for those of you who have been to the United States, you know they have an issue with opioids. And this is a song about poverty and addiction, because that's always a good thing for country music. And this is a love song, but this is a love song about the love-hate relationship that a heroin addict has with their addiction. Grief runs through my veins like moonshine through a still. Took a piece of heaven and threw it down a hill. Took a piece of heaven and threw it all away. Run on down a mountain to a brand new day. Run on down a mountain to a brand new day. 'Cause it don't feel so right standing in the light. Standing here without you takes away my sight. And I can't tell heaven from hell. And I can't tell heaven from hell anymore. No, I can't tell heaven from hell. No, I can't tell heaven from hell anymore. Gonna dig myself a ditch 6 feet down and deep, and bury all those promises you could not keep. Bury all those words you spoke so that I might sleep. 'Cause I've been staring in the dark till the stars turn into tears, falling down the cracks that rip apart the years. And the shadows that you left rage inside with cold. And the spaces that you left, well, they take a hold. And I can't tell heaven from hell. No, I can't tell heaven from hell anymore. Anymore. No, I can't tell heaven from hell. No, I can't tell heaven from hell anymore. The moon is growling across the sky, a bird upon the sea. Bridges burning fill my eyes, I cannot see. My heart, it won't stop shaking, all I feel is sweat digging in my bones, so I do not forget the truth that you told me turned out to be all lies. The love that
that you offered, that was never in your eyes. And I can tell heaven from hell. No, I can't tell heaven from hell anymore. Anymore. I walk down to the river looking for what I seek, but the river I was crossing turned out to be a creek. I tried to climb a mountain so grace that I might see, but all I saw were barren rocks, woods of mesquite trees. And I can't tell heaven from hell. No, I can't tell heaven from hell anymore. Anymore.
Why, I thank you all kindly. It's a long way from Maryland to here. Oh, yeah. But hey, you know, I love Germany. This is a great place. Except for the train yesterday. So this is a song about the Rust Belt. For those of you who do not know America and the Rust Belt is a bit like the Ruhr Valley. Yeah, it's the old industrial heartland of America, Ohio, Pennsylvania, the Midwest, all those towns. And so I wrote this song about the Rust Belt, and then it turned out to be about a person. And every time I sing it, it's about something else. So I'll leave it up to you to what it actually is about. It's called Ain't in God's Plan. There's an old leather sofa underneath a window, a small round table with a bottle of whiskey, a cracked green glass that ain't been washed, and he's sitting there looking back at his past. The factory walls keep closing in, the whiskey that he drinks don't take away his sin. Prairie home is just a dream, he's a shade of the man he might have been. But his life is filled with fury and rage, and he feels like he's living inside a cage. The whiskey that he drinks don't take away his sin, nothing that it does will bring her back again. 'Cause his life is filled with fury and rage, and he feels like he's living inside a cage. The whiskey that he drinks don't take away his sin, nothing that it does will bring her back again. Fire escape on the tenement wall rattles in the wind as it rolls in from the shore. There's a neon sign whispering with a hiss, peeling posters on a grocery store. The night rolls in deep with regret. He's 60 years old and he's just about spent. Worked his fingers to the bone, life came and went. Never met a love that he could not hate. 'Cause his life is filled with fury and rage, and he feels like he's living inside a cage. The whiskey that he drinks don't take away his sin, nothing that it does will bring her back again. 'Cause his life is filled with fury and rage, and he feels like he's living inside a cage. The whiskey that he drinks don't take away his sin, nothing that it does will bring her back again.
ghosts of the past ain't deaf and dumb. The sleep that he craves ain't never gonna come. There's a drawer full of bullets, he don't got a gun. Faucet's leaking, beating like a drum. He gave his life to his country, but they didn't give a damn. He wants to walk down the road to the promised land. Talk with the devil as she holds his hand and ask her why he ain't in God's plan. 'Cause his life is filled with fury and rage, and he feels like he's living inside a cage. The whiskey that he drinks don't take away his sin. Nothing that it does will bring her back again. 'Cause his life is filled with fury and rage, and he feels like he's living inside a cage. The whiskey that he drinks don't take away his sin. Nothing that it does will bring her back again. There's an old leather sofa underneath the window, small round table with a bottle of whiskey, a cracked green glass that ain't been washed, and he's sitting there looking back at his past. He gave his life to his country, but they didn't give a damn. He wants to walk down the road to the promised land. Talk with the devil as she holds his hand and ask her why he ain't in God's plan. Thank you. I have my little set list here, yeah? So we're going to do sad songs, right, today? You know, because you're all happy, and I like to do sad songs when you're all happy. Whew. So this is a song about miners in North Carolina. And by miners, I mean those who mine for coal, not young people who are miners, yeah? Yeah. Those who mine for coal in North Carolina. And I knew a lot of those growing up. And 100% of them did not want to be coal miners. And so this is a song about one person who made his way out of being a coal miner and found a way out. Worked down a mine 5 days a week. Never saw Caroline by the light. Even Buddy was just 16. Find him in a bar on a Friday night, holding a beer like a cool remark, searching for something in the dark. He'd walk on home down 902, all liquored up, but steady in his shoes. Sights in his eyes that he'd never seen, thoughts in his head that he knew were dreams. And those Carolina nights just seemed to float away. Sitting on a porch, never had much to say. And those Carolina nights, they just seemed to float away. He dreamed about moving way out west. Newspapers said that that was best. Take a long drive down to Hollywood. That's where they said that the living was good. So Saturday night he'd be sitting in a bar, nursing a beer, trying to buy himself a car. Fill it full of gas, he'd turn to the right, be past Oklahoma by the end of the night. Sitting on a beach the very next day, he'd find some work, and that's where he'd stay. But come Sunday morning under tattered skies, clouds of desire would pass him by, and the Carolina nights just seemed to float away. Sitting on a porch, never had much to say. And those Carolina nights, they just seem to float away. Well, he bought his first car at 17, a Chevy Camaro in black and green. Never left the county, never drove it very far. Thought one day that he'd follow the stars. But when he was 19, he married Clementine. They rented a house down the county line. By the time he's 25, his family had grown. They bought themselves a place down on Black Twig Road. But working in the mine was getting pretty hard. His back was sore and his lungs was scarred. And those Carolina nights just seemed to float away. Sitting on that porch, never had much to say. And those Carolina nights, they just seemed to float away. Sunday afternoon, they'd go to the screen. They'd watch her heroes living his dream. He tried to tell her he was searching for something. The words in his head just wouldn't come clean. So every Sunday night he'd be staring at the moon. I never get there if I don't leave soon. But come Monday morning, he'd drive to the mine. He'd park that Camaro that one last time. By the time he's 45, he's on 512s. His head's tore up like the Statesboro Blues. And no Carolina nights, they just seem to float away. Sitting on a porch, and I never had much to say. And those Carolina nights, they just seem to float away. Well, they found him in his car with the windows up tight. Note on the dashboard left unsigned. Yeah, they found him in his car with the windows up tight. Note on the dashboard left unsigned. I'm sorry, Clementine, if I left you in a bind. I've gone to California, if only in my mind. I'm sorry, Clementine, if I left you in a bind. I've gone to California, if only in my mind. 'Cause those Carolina nights, they just seem to float away. I kept sitting on that damn porch. You know, I never had much to say. And those Carolina nights, they just seemed to float away. Two more or one more? I can't afford it. One more? One more. Okay. That's cool. One more is fine. Okay. Here's the last one. Thank you all very much. You have been wonderful. Or wunderbar. Yeah. This is a love song. Because we like love songs. I knew from the moment that we first met, she was a love that I'd never forget. Spent all the time that I could give her, crossing too many bridges, too many rivers. Things that we did that I never considered. Words that you spoke, I could never forgive her. She's a grave digger's daughter and she carried the sand and it followed her wherever she went. She's a grave digger's daughter and she carried the sand and it followed her wherever she went. And there was nothing I could do and nothing I could say. The grave digger's daughter always got her own way, and loving her was the price I paid. Yeah, there was nothing nothing I could do, and nothing I could say. Grave digger's daughter always got her own way, and loving her was the price I paid. Well, she spent a long time without the sun on her back, head full of snow and an armful of tracks. Something about her was always obscured, and the love that she gave was never assured. Cause she was the kind that no one understood, and the look in her eye could never be cured. She's a grave digger's daughter, and she carried the sand, and it followed her wherever she went. She's a grave digger's daughter, and she carried the sand, and it followed her wherever she went. And there was nothing I could do, and nothing I could say. The grave digger's daughter always got her own way, and loving her was the price I paid. And there was nothing I could do, and nothing I could say, cause the grave digger's daughter always got her own way, and loving her was the price I paid. Well, she lived in the woods, too far from town, close to the devil when he came around. You know, she took him by the hand and showed him the places where the water was high, covered their faces. You know, she loved them all one by one, but the voice in her head said to carry a gun. She's a grave digger's daughter, and she carries the sand, and it followed her wherever she went. She's a grave digger's daughter, and she carried the sand, and it followed her wherever she went. And there was nothing I could do, and nothing I could say, cause the grave digger's daughter always got her own way, and loving her was the price I paid. Yeah, there was nothing I could do, and nothing I could say, cause the grave digger's daughter always got her own way, and loving her was the price I paid. Well, she loved me enough to let the love go, made me swear not to tell what I know. So we sat on a hilltop drinking whiskey neat, ended up naked and bare with conceit. The words that she spoke were too incomplete. The things that she did I could never repeat. She's a grave digger's daughter, and she carries the sand, and it followed her wherever she went. She's a grave digger's daughter, and she carried the sand, and it followed her wherever she went. And there was nothing I could do, and nothing I could say, cause the grave digger's daughter always got her own way, and loving her was the price I paid. And there was nothing I could do, and nothing I could say, cause the grave digger's daughter always got her own way, and loving her was the price I paid last time. And there was nothing I could do, and nothing I could say, cause the grave digger's daughter always got her own way, and loving her, yeah, loving her was the price I paid.
Well, thank you all.